Hello, everyone, and
Right.
welcome to a new episode of Gaming with Game Devs. And I'm Matthias from the GDWC here, and with us today we are having three game devs and three games. I'll start off with explaining what the GDWC is. GDWC, or the Game Development World Championship, is a worldwide, the biggest game competition for game developers, where game developers from all over the world come together and compete for prizes in different categories. Um, but gaming with game devs we do once a week on Thursdays right now, and there we are playing games and we are interviewing the devs behind those games. And today we have Nine Witches Family Disruption here by Indiesruption. Hello, Diego.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for the invitation.
And later we will also watch MindSeize by Kamina Dimension and Malmyr by Ziegler gamedev. But yeah, let's start off with the first game for today.
Yes.
And yeah, before we actually start, I want to tell everyone that the GWC 2020 awards will be held the 1st of March. And down here you can also see our sponsors for. But yeah, so let's start off with Diego over here from Indiesruption. Can you tell me a little bit about your game?
Well, Nine Witches Family Disruption is basically an adventure game with a strong feeling of a point-and-click adventure. But our idea was to make the game a bit more modern and very playable with gamepads, because point and clicks we want to target consoles, so we made a special job of adapting the controls so that the game can be played smoothly in consoles too, because point and click is not very easy to play with a gamepad. So it's an adventure game. It's very crazy. We did it. We use all our indie power. So we never thought about the market, what people players are going to think about. So we use a lot of freedom and fun. Was very fun for us to create the game. And it's an adventure game during 1944, the ends of the World War II, and happens in Norway against the Nazis.
It was interesting for you to say that, like, point and clicks are for mouse controllers usually, because like I felt better with control with this game, so I'm using a controller. So you have really done good work to fit this with every platform, it seems.
Yeah.
Have you played it, or it is the first time?
I played a little bit. I want to
Okay.
be like because I think it gets boring if I know too much about the game for the audience. So I know the first steps, what to do, but not after that. So yeah, World War II settings, right?
Yeah, but the game starts very as the game progresses. Every chapter is crazy than the other one, and it starts very correct, very correct, but then it degenerates as the game progresses, and you will find a lot of crazy things and stuff, and fourth world situations, the breaking the fourth wall situations a lot.
Yeah, it was nice to see that you had a lot of like language options in this game. I don't know.
Yeah, it has Chinese, modern and traditional. Sorry, traditional and simplified. Sorry, Spanish, Portuguese, English, of course, German, French, Russian, and Japanese is coming close on April.
Oh. Yeah, it was surprising to see, like, especially like as an indie game. Usually it's the English language, and that's what they
Yeah.
just go with that.
All right. I can really feel, the vibes of those like old school adventure games in this as well. I watched when Auntie was playing, and I also watched a lot of trailers for this. So I think this kind of, how to say, like a mix between the Monkey Island games maybe a bit, and also the Indiana Jones games, because of the World War kind of theme. And were there big influences when you made this, or is it just me
Yeah.
that is?
No. Yeah, it's a common comment about a lot of players that they have the feeling of Monkey Islands. We never intended to copy or to give that sensation, but the real thing is that I will turn 50 tomorrow. So Pablo and I, which are the main designers of this, grew up playing LucasArts games. So it's natural for us. We design in this way. We grew up with this, so this is not by any way forced design situation. It's natural for us, and we have in common life the same humor we added to the game.
Yeah, it was
I
especially the
definitely
humor.
liked it. Yeah, yeah, we were saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised, by the way. I told you I know the first steps. So I was plugging the phone. Last time when I did that, the phone was ringing right away, but not this time. So it seems that I didn't know the first steps that well.
We also,
Can you tell, yeah.
yes, go.
Can you tell something about the Japanese influence? This is happening in Germany, right? This story.
Yeah, the main character, the two main characters. One is Akiro, which is the Japanese one, the one we are controlling right now, and he's from Japan. He escaped from the army and moved to Europe, to London. And the other one is the professor, who is a Russian professor, who also escaped to London. No escape, the professor. He moved to London. They are the partners. Akiro, the professor is paraplegic, and Akiro helps him with all the physical tasks and take care of him. And the professor has special abilities to talk with the dead.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, now it's telling telephone is ringing.
All right.
I try to go this slowly if somebody wants to read. Who am I?
So you said we are. This is the Japanese character, and he's in London right now.
Yeah.
London. Yeah.
And
They
then he
live
switches
in a mansion, in
Yeah.
a residence, the Krakowicz residence in London.
Have to let the professor know. Okay.
One important thing is always examining everything. Try to examine the picture of professors.
Oh yeah. And this is the last part I remember how to, or know how to do. Yeah, I really love this. Like when the professor is in a trance, his body is clinically dead.
Uh-huh. Oh, you woke him up. All right, here we go.
Yeah, we find a lot of toilet humor in the
So, is this the? Do we have the full version out there already, or
Yes,
have you launched?
the game came out on December 4 for Steam, GOG, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. It's in all basically it's in all platforms, available in all platforms.
Oh. And how has the feedback been for this game? I mean,
Well, I don't have a lot of data, still a lot of data. So I'm waiting the publisher report, but what we have is the Steam from data from Steam, and really we have a very positive feedback on all the comments. Now it's rated as very positive. We have around 70 comments,
yeah, I can see that.
without counting the reviewers. So a total of 100 comments or something like that.
Yeah.
We basically aiming people 30 years or more. That was our target. And we also added a simplified inventory. It's pretty simple, the game. We didn't added complex things like in classical point-and-click adventures. We want to introduce more people to the channel.
Yeah, I remember playing those, like all the point and click games. They could be really, really hard and really sort of
Yeah,
really weird to figure out the puzzles because they were written in such a way that that they made no sense. Maybe.
yeah,
so, so, so it was like you were, just trying different things until you, by mistake, got something right, and that.
yeah. Yeah, that's the cliche of point and clickers. Like, some games do it badly. Like, you just get lucky when you move forward because the logic it's not just there. Like, they have gone too far. But this game has really, I mean, logic. Like I was using the fan to make the fire go bigger and so on. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you will find several crazy puzzles as the game progresses, but they are crazy, but they always have a logic on the back. So you can always figure out what you have to do, more or less,
yeah,
as you did with the fun.
yeah.
But I don't want to spoil, but they are a bit crazy.
Okay, I'm curious. So for me and for the viewers, you have to play the game to see
Yep.
see what he means. Go
The
on with my life.
The story is really original.
Yeah.
We always aim to the story. We choose to use pixelated graphics to keep our.
I was lucky.
Yeah,
I didn't know the key was there. Sorry, I interrupted you, but I was so surprised. I was expecting.
No, I was telling that we decided to use pixelated art because we love pixel art and it's also easy to produce. But we love the art, and all our efforts were focused on the script, on the story. But the artist, who's Bruno Ferrari, did a great work, as the native resolution of this art is 320 by 180.
Oh.
So you are seeing that art zoomed 6 times.
Okay. Wow, I didn't realize that. But now when you say it, of course I can see it.
right. Okay.
Oh, the music is changing.
Yeah, the music has been sort of minimalistic. We
Yeah.
noticed, and also with the sounds, that's probably like a conscious choice as well.
Yes, we did a minimalist music because we don't want to all the time that you heard the music, and we don't want to have a great too much strong presence on the game. So it's always on the back playing. Sometimes when there is action part or some important hits moment, raises the volume and the mood changes a bit. But in general, you will always find on the background.
And I don't know if it's just me, but I have certain like Twin Peaks vibe coming from this game slightly. I don't know if you have watched the series, but just how I feel the atmosphere.
This
For
is like
some
the
reason.
hotel in Twin Peaks, you know.
Yeah.
Same
It
color.
kind of
has 9
mystery.
chapters. There are 9 chapters on the game, definitely.
Oh.
Oh, now it totally changed. All right. hmm Yeah, I read that in your description you called it an occult adventure game, and so we're gonna see some of that as well. Some kind of weird rituals
And
over here.
closer. Oh, my controller was shaking when Bondarka was laughing. I like the language.
Yeah, that, as you said in the beginning, you know, having it being an indie game, it's probably a freedom, you know. Then I can see that, you know, different characters talk a little bit like, let's say, have a little bit like stronger expressions like this over here.
Yeah, it has solid humor. It has crude humor. You will find some people will get disgusted with that, but if the humor works, that kind of works for you, you will have a really great time. Other people maybe get scared. Some people get scared.
It seems to be working with us. So fun to see. You never know what's going to happen next with the dialogue. So I usually talk more with these streams, but I'm following the dialogue so closely right now. Called it, yeah. Because
Oh, that's a weird name.
sometimes, especially like nowadays in video games, the dialogue just is like, those are creepy people. Like clones or something. Yeah, I forgot what I was about to say. Those people came out of nowhere.
The first 2 chapters are mostly introductory and set up the story and give you the context. Then the game is not so linear, and you will find a lot of location and an open town to explore. But the story is very complex, has a lot of components, and it's hard. We needed to set up everything so you can understand the whole thing.
Okay, so if we just open some kind of portal here to...
This curse coming from the portal. Oh.
So you said this game, you know, it contains 9 different chapters, or are those chapters like over a couple of games, or is in this
No,
one?
no, the whole game is composed of 9 chapters.
Okay, all right. As he was telling us, there was some kind of flashback or something like that.
Yeah. This is a big story. I'm trying to wrap my head around the story at the moment. Oh, part 2.
Here we have a classic one as well when you're traveling. We're almost home.
It was a violent shake. Okay. Oh, the plane is shaking. Found the notebook. Oh. Oh my god, sorry, the dialogue is so catching my attention a lot right now. So.
Yeah, just laughing. We're playing a game and they're talking about like stomach disease over here.
Yeah, like there are games where you can talk with other people when you play those, and this is not one of those games for me at least. Like this grabs your attention a lot. That's a good thing. Switch between. Oh, so yeah, there are plenty of characters. Yeah, you were talking a little bit before about this mechanics. Like they have different skill sets, right?
Yep. Yes. Yeah, Crew basically does all the physical tasks, and Professor can't move. So.
Yeah, that's obvious. I didn't realize he cannot open the door. Prefer not to. Okay. Yeah.
We also like the idea of anti-heroes. We want to create different characters, and we always avoid the Hollywood cliches in the whole game.
I love the idea. I mean, for me, I think I will make some people angry when I say this, but the most boring hero is the Superman. Because he's too powerful and everything. And, that kind of anti-hero thing is my thing. Weak people doing big things.
Yeah, and what is happening to me is that when I go to the cinema and you see a movie, a superhero movie, you know all what's going to happen. All the parts are structured, all the same things, and you always have the hero is going to be defeated, and then he will back. And the famous part of the hero.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I think we always wanted to avoid.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this feels like a story that hasn't been told before.
That's for sure, because you will find a lot of strange things and crazy, really crazy and unexpected.
Yeah, I recommend this game to the viewers. This is not the most action-packed game, so you have to try this for yourself to get the feel of this game. That's how I believe.
Uh-huh.
How's your health? I'm very good. Yeah.
Oh, is the shaking getting like better sometimes and worse?
Yeah,
Seems
it's
like
just the turbulence, at least right now.
Yeah. All right.
Milkshake.
We like ice cream, so we use ice cream names.
All right. So
Nice.
we have a couple of minutes left. Do you want to tell the viewers today where we can find this game, where where we can get it, and where we can find you and your company and everything
Well,
like this? Like,
yep. Language is available in all platforms. You can find it on Steam, GOG, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. Our company is Indiesruption.com, and you can follow the game and our Twitter account, which is 9witches game. Ask whatever you want. Find our web page too from there. But the main contact channel will be Twitter.
all right, perfect. And do you want to tell the audience what's up right now? What do you have
Well, we are
going on?
Yeah, we're working on another adventure, but it's different from this. It's very serious, so a little sad, and a story about a clown. We are waiting for how languages performs, and if everything goes well, we have a sequel on the desk ready to be developed.
Okay, so it sounds like at least some people are going to stay alive at the end of this this story. If you're gonna have a sequel, or
Well,
maybe not. Who knows? Actually, maybe it's totally about different people.
Yeah, or you never. It's like maybe in an other kind of life. All
Yeah,
right.
Thanks for coming here. It was nice to have you here. We have our next.
Okay. Thanks for the invitation.
Thank you. It was really fun to watch.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you, and bye.
Are you? Kalle is here, and yeah, Teemu as well. Are you ready? Can you wave your hand or? Yes, Teemu is ready. Oh, good. I will add you to the stream. Just a moment. Hi. I will change the game.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, next game is MindSeize by Kamina Dimension, or is it Kamina? I don't know.
Kamina Dimension.
Yes.
Both are good, yeah. Any way you want it.
All right. So welcome. What are we gonna see here today?
We have a Metroidvania game, and it's pretty pixel art. And do you want Teemu tell something more?
Yeah, sure. It's like an action platformer game, but the beginning is a bit slower there, but it's gonna build up eventually to badassery, but first it starts a bit slow.
Yeah, I believe the audio for the game is a little bit too high, so
Yeah.
something like this.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, but
Yes. So you were about to say it's a badassery. That was the word.
yes,
I
eventually.
interrupted you.
So it's pretty much a homage to some older games like Super Metroid and Mega Man X titles and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Very
I can see
retro
some
style.
resemble. I was a big Contra fan when I was
yes.
a child, so I found some resemblance to those game series. I don't know if
Yeah,
that was your
definitely.
intention.
Definitely a familiar title, and some people have been comparing it to Contra also. Of course, it's more like a adventuring and not so linear. The stages don't go just forward, but yeah, lots of similarities for sure.
Yeah, from many classic games we have something there.
All right.
Yeah. Can you tell the beginning of the story so I can be a little bit faster with the dialogue?
Yeah, sure. So like basically just you're an investigator and you're investigating this organization that is a threat to everyone, and they are stealing minds of people, hence the name MindSeize. And then they basically, right here, they are stealing the mind of the main character's daughter. So her mind gets stolen, and the main character gets knocked out and paralyzed, so he cannot walk after that. But well, we are in a sci-fi game, so they just connect his mind to a cool robot, and he's able to go and try to find the daughter's mind.
Yeah, that's the only chance to save his daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, now it's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind is being taken and the guy is hurting his back. Yeah, I have also tried this game. Like I told with the previous game, I just try a little bit so I can know the controls and stuff. But
Yeah, sure.
it's like a fresh touch for me with this game as well.
Sure. Yeah.
So anything can happen. I don't know what
Yeah,
comes next.
the start doesn't show all from the game that there's some people have started the game and really don't get into it, so it takes some time that you can how is it?
Sure. Like first you are a bit weak and the movement is not so fluid, etc. So it starts off, it takes some time for you to get more abilities.
Yeah, then it
I
becomes
recognize that
easier.
battle, by the way.
Here we go.
There's a lot of like side characters. Can you tell something about them?
Yeah, there is like a full ship of the bounty hunters who are helping the main character MC, and there's a doctor Sophia, and here we see Havok, who is a weapon specialist and also uses this kind of Mac, which is called this action. It's I don't remember mind. Do you remember?
Mind action gear.
Yeah. So that is the goal, that robot body where the people translate, or how is it, moves their minds into that body.
Oh yeah.
And then they have like this superhuman body, or how I say it.
Oh yeah. I remember that he's not really here, even
Yeah,
though
exactly.
he is.
Yeah. But if the body dies and your mind have locked, so your mind also dies, so you don't get your mind back in your main body or physical body. Right. So it's like a little bit like from Matrix, like if your mind dies there, so your mind is gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, about other characters, there is Raven, who is the main, how I say it, the captain of the ship, and the boss for that is other people, and the MC's old, how I said, friend for the work, who has also been like a investigator. And in the old days started to be a bounty hunter.
Yeah. Well, anyways, they are like during regular gameplay. They are somewhere there, not shown that much. But between every planet, this game is comprised of multiple planets. You can go to your ship and talk with them and
Yeah.
have conversations.
And is this game made for controller or for keyboard?
Yeah, controller. It's recommended.
Okay,
It's much
here,
easier to
I'm
play.
using a controller right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
good.
If you want to, you can change the buttons, like the prompts from the settings, because right now it's
Oh.
showing you the.
Yeah.
I think it's the top
Options.
button.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
General.
general.
Yes. No, controls actually.
Ah,
no,
sorry,
I'm not
yeah.
actually sure. Yeah,
Keyboard. Yeah, this is my controller.
sure.
Okay, now it looks familiar.
That's better.
Yeah, definitely better. I didn't realize that. What is this little thing that follows me everywhere?
We
So-
just call it drone. So
Drone.
it's a helper. And yeah, at first the drone cannot do much, but it will also get more abilities. But if you press the right stick to some direction, you can like scan the area a little bit with the drone.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty clever.
I like
it's
the
a-
melee part. Usually, oh, that's strong. Come on, it has a long range. Okay, be careful. Yeah, I like the melee part. Like usually, like I was talking about Contra, they are just shooting with their guns.
Yeah.
There's no melee, so it was a bit pleasant surprise to see actually powerful sword with this guy.
Yeah, actually, I'm big fan of like a Devil May Cry and this kind of games. So we wanted to see something a little bit special, something similar, and this kind of you have also guns with the powerful melee weapons.
Oh shh.
Oh. Looks like this.
Dangerous situation.
When I was playing first time, I went left, and now I went right, and I have huge regrets.
Yeah, well, you just need to destroy the nest and it will go away.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, remember, melee was... Melee. Oh my god. I forgot how to pronounce the word.
And you have also this what is called power up, so you can give your attacks this more powerful attack.
Oh,
Which button was this? Them.
shit. Oh, damn.
Oh, well,
Okay, I
you
suck.
can try again.
Exactly. That's it.
Teemu, did you
I'm
hear
having
my...
fun.
Yes, but the rifle power up needs to be both. It's not at first.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah. When I went to the left, there was this old man, and there was this door.
Yeah. So
Maybe I should go there.
exactly.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
with
go
the
there.
nest.
It's easier. So
Yeah.
so first collect some money and buy the power up, and then it's easier to destroy the nest as well.
Yeah, that's the weak player's decision. How I feel right now. But yeah, maybe I have to do it. I don't want to die again because the weavers.
Yeah,
will
like
think
sure,
like-
it's totally possible to go right at first, but yeah. Obviously, we're hinting a little bit towards going left with the old guy running there, but
Yeah. Yeah,
some
for the sake of the
people, let's
viewers,
go.
let's see more. Let's go left this time.
Usually it's like it feels like you should always go right. You know, it's like,
yeah.
like a normal thing to do.
I need to have like a power up to get those.
Yes, not possible right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, it seems that this is as well for power ups.
Yes, exactly. So
Kind of
multiple
dash
paths you cannot
slide
go
thingy.
first.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can you also get like more energy somewhere, or is it?
Yeah, I have the. Now, yeah,
Yeah, here we go.
right button RB from the controller. I
Exactly.
didn't know how to use it before, actually.
Yeah, and you can find more of them, and you can find all kinds of power-ups that have different kinds of effects, and some of them just give you more health, and some of them give more of this health container nanobots. And
Yeah.
Can you tell more about the role of this hermit?
Do you, Teemu?
yeah, sure. So, well, basically,
If you
he's
don't want to
just-
spoil things, just tell me. You don't have to tell everything.
Actually,
won't tell
the
everything.
guys, you can say same what this guy is talking now.
Yeah, his shipwrecked here, and they were transporting some poison from planet to planet, and the ship got shipwrecked here, and the whole planet is basically poisoned, and he's stranded here and is trying to study the poison and help to stop the spreading, but then these Ascended, those are like the evil organization that you're going after, they are also here on the planet, and they are messing up with everything and his research, and he doesn't really like them.
Frederick.
Yeah.
Just-
Named after a musician.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. There's this one Finnish musician who's called as Frederick.
Yeah, games has a lot of reference for Finnish things.
But his purpose is just to give some tips at the beginning of the game, and then you can buy some things from him as well.
Okay. Automatically collect all. Yeah, I want to have this when I have enough money. Now I have only 33.
Yeah, so just go left to the jungle. Oh, but first, like these are the landing points. So here you can save the game and travel between landing points.
Oh, all right.
And I can fill some health.
Yeah, but it costs money also. So.
Ah,
Yeah.
Like, regular, like your health is filled automatically, but those like nanobots, you need to pay for to fill them.
and that doesn't look friendly. I'm like, can it come here? Okay.
And jump over it.
Classic to exit the screen.
Yeah, that's the. Oh,
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
I love this sword. The classical covered decision just to run away.
Well, as long as it works.
This is kind of challenging game in the end.
Yeah, it's how like Teemu said earlier that this is the beginning of the game feels like a more how I say challenging because you have so few of these elements and abilities to use, so you get more like attacks and these kind of things, which gives you more tools to deal with enemies and this kind of. But of course, the enemies are going to be more difficult on the later.
Their movement is really difficult. Like far away, you look at them, like this guy.
Yes.
He moves slowly, and you kind of start to think, "Oh, that's a weak enemy," and suddenly, when he finds you, the hell starts.
Actually, these bees are the most annoying enemies in this planet. One
They have
joke
kind
was
of random movement, actually.
Yeah, it's very difficult to estimate when they are attacking.
Yeah, when we have been developing this planet, one joke was that Teemu added too many bees in there, and no one can we died before like first the save point, and
Because when you're making a game, you get blind to the difficulty, and I was like responsible of the level design, etc. So I was adding way too many of these bees, and multiple times, like maybe 10 times during the development, I needed to make the number of bees lower because constantly got feedback.
We just got a question from Salik KLN Slayer, or Kinslayer. So is the game like a whole big level per planet?
Yes, that's how it is basically. So there is 4 planets, or like 5, depending how you count it, and all of them are like a different contained, interconnected world, and like basically a small game in itself.
Yeah, all right. If people want, they can explore the whole place/planet with beginner weapons as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm stuck. Yeah,
we have tried that all the weapons are like balanced, but it depends which weapon you want to use. Like, what is your play style? Do you want to use strong weapons like with these slow but really strong attacks, or these more faster weapons which have a weak attacks and this kind of?
And yeah, okay, I lost my coins.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
serious
can be a bit
problems.
harsh though. Sure.
Yeah, as I was telling you, I was playing Contra when I was a child. Now it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, but you're still doing well. Like the difficulty is basically balanced to someone who is familiar with this kind of games. So
yeah.
there is like an easy mode available if you want to turn it on.
Sounds like a baby mode. But maybe it's for me.
But it seems like there was a big effort made to make the game that it changes a lot all the time. That it's not just some of these games can be, like you're only just like slaying enemies and that's everything.
Yeah.
This feels that there's like some kind of how to say, like trying to make it really interesting and not the same thing
Like
all
things
over
are
again.
changing all the time.
Yeah.
Like the further you go.
Yeah. We tried to have many different kinds of gameplay and like variety. Also, during the planets, all of them are like completely different from each other. Of course, like the basic gameplay loop is pretty similar there, but we try to mix it up with different things.
So yeah, I have to get some coins. Obviously, I have to kill these, even if it's difficult.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, I'm stuck with 33 coins. Yeah.
Great. But yeah, you will get some towards the end of this road. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, and you can also destroy these beehives one above you, so you will get some coins from them.
I didn't realize the coin mechanic.
Yeah.
Actually. Like now I see that I actually have to collect them in order to survive, and now I'm just getting damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you were also telling that there's some kind of adventure part of this game, or like is there some?
Okay.
When you get back to the ship, you can do stuff there as well, or what?
Yeah, it's mainly just advancing the story, but
Yeah.
After the first planet, you are able to return to the ship at any point and talk with the other characters.
Oh no! Sorry, I'm interrupting all the time.
And they can have some hints about the game.
Yeah, it's better to tell about the game because obviously it seems that I'm stuck right now.
just turn on the easy mode so it will be easier to do it while.
It hurts my ego, but
No need to do it.
can I do it?
Options
Here?
and general
Yeah.
and the bottom here.
Oh yeah.
It's just
I hope
make sure
nobody
you
saw
will.
that. It's saved now.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
pretend I didn't do anything, and let's just. What's the date? Here, yeah.
Yeah. So now the whole world is a bit easier. But
Yeah. Okay, nothing happens there. It's the same.
But you can still sort of continue from these saved points as well. That's pretty good.
Yes. We wanted to make sure that because the general difficulty of the game is a bit challenging, so we got at first some feedback that people would also like to maybe just experience the story, or they are just not familiar with this kind of games. So we added the easy mode, which just basically makes you do more damage and take less damage. And there's a couple of other things it also affects, but
Yeah.
it just generally makes it more smooth experience.
The easy mode that we're definitely not using right now, but it's for the
Yeah,
people, people who want to see the story, for example. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, they do less damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
So what has the feedback been of this game so far? What have you heard people talking about?
It's most of the people likes the game and someone hates it. Let's say that. But yeah, it's normal that everyone don't like.
Yeah, mostly positive, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Nice to hear good comments.
Yeah. And people have say.
Yeah, of course, there's always people who don't like your game, and I'm very bad at taking that kind of feedback personally. but I'm happy to see that most are at least enjoying it to some degree.
Yeah.
Try and catch me, okay?
Yeah, so this is one of the bad guys, obviously.
Okay, I can go there. I need to have some.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So, but
if
you can
you
go past
see-
those. You can break the.
Yeah. You can break that.
Thanks. So yeah, what's the plan right now with game development overall?
Teemu, you are
Do you
still
have something
like
you want to say?
at the,
Say? Or is it a
You are
secret?
We released the Nintendo Switch version of this late last year, and I'm still working on updates to that. So there's that, and we have eventually a physical edition coming also.
That's
through
for Switch
first
as well?
games.
Or-
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, other than that, we don't have any plans right now,
Yeah.
or at least anything that we could tell. So.
some localization maybe we just a few weeks ago or month ago released this Switch Japanese version.
Yeah. The Japanese version was just released, and
Yeah.
there's gonna be a couple of other languages eventually soon also.
But nothing much. We have some plans, but we don't see that. Do we have say money for that?
Okay. So, when was the Japanese version released actually?
Few weeks ago, about
Yeah.
month
Okay,
ago.
so it's that
Middle of
fresh.
February. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no, or is there any feedback from Japanese audience?
Some,
Some,
at least according to the publisher, the feedback from Japan has been good mostly, and some based on some of that feedback, we're also making some changes to the game. So some updates here and there that will be coming in and patch at some point.
yeah.
Yeah, let's see
So
the.
you're going back to the hive.
Yeah.
Now that I'm stronger with the easy mode.
No, you're stronger because you have the power attack.
Yeah. And I learned how to play this game
Yeah.
suddenly.
Oh,
Uh,
elephants like destroying everything.
oh, I can destroy those as well, but yeah, I don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
All right,
so-
let's see if we can.
If you hold the left trigger and shoot, then you can shoot a couple of seconds of powerful shots.
Let's... Yeah. Oh yeah. Now I see. Okay, I have to get rid of those bees.
End this game's on a good note, or if it's gonna be like the classic that
No promise.
die and then it's like thank you for the day.
Yeah. That's just
Oh, there
turning
you
off
go.
the stream. Oh, money. No? Oh,
Save point.
weapons. What's this?
Yeah, if you have more weapons, you can change those, but you have only this basic weapons now.
Yeah.
So you have you can find 3 more melee and these ranged weapons.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
plus
Can you
lots of
tell-
other kinds of power-ups. Yeah.
Tell what would be the next weapon, for example?
This what is called plasma ranger. What is what?
It's basically like a revolver that shoots single shots of plasma. And,
Powerful shots.
yeah.
Okay.
And then there's also like a next melee weapon is a very quad cutters is the name, and it's basically like sharp
Nice. Yeah.
knives for your legs and your arms. So,
Oh,
So it's like a more you all punch you with your fists.
that sounds cool. How far am I from that weapon?
There is we don't have a time in stream for that. But
Yeah,
Exactly.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just about to say that. Do you want to tell us where we can find this game, where people can find you on?
Yeah, you can find from Steam and of course from Switch eShop. And you can find us from Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and so on.
yeah, just look for MindSeize, which is I know very difficult word to actually like write it down if you don't know how it's written.
And yeah, we have a Discord channel also.
All right.
We were able to see another enemy, actually. Those are
Yeah,
mushrooms.
some.
Whoa.
So I believe I have to avoid the smoke. My intuition.
Exactly. Your intuition is correct.
So yeah, we have 1 minute left. So
Yeah.
thanks a lot for coming.
Yeah.
It
thank
was
you
a
so
pleasure.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope
Such a story.
there was. I hope there was not too many distractions behind me because of
No.
everything going on behind there.
No. We like dogs.
Well,
I'm also waiting for the burglar alarm to go off here. So
Yeah,
Someone's
actually, we were kind of thinking of having this kind of like team stream with animals. Like, if there are developers with pets, they could come with their pets. So
great.
that reminded me of that. Maybe we'll do that one day. Actually,
Teemu, can you show the kurkku?
I don't know where it is right now.
all right, perfect. So a big thanks to you guys for being here today, and I hope all the best with the future of this game. And
Yeah.
and we'll stay in touch, and me and Antti will move on to the next one. That is Malmyr by Ziegler Game Dev. So all right, thank you so very much.
Thanks for
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the mission.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye.
And we have. Yeah, he's here.
Perfect.
So, and yes, thumbs up. That's good. That's good to see.
Yeah. Fire up the game.
Yes, just a moment.
And
I will change the game and
now we'll go in a
So,
totally
hey there.
different direction. Hello.
Hi.
What's up? How are you?
I'm very fine. Bit tired from day job work, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah, yeah. You know, these are times when, yeah, That
They
is-
are.
you do what
good
you
that
can
you-
right now.
you were able to come here. I know it can be like after having a work day and coming here, it can be
That's
something.
all good.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for being with you on the stream. It's a really good thing you're doing here. I think you should do basically you're giving people like me. We have a big problem reaching other people. You give us a chance to show the game, to tell something about our game, because most often people get maybe one image or short video on it, and that's it, right? And
Yeah, exactly.
exposure
Yeah.
is so valuable.
That's how we see
Yeah.
it, actually. Like, we have unique content for YouTube and for Twitch as well, of course. So,
Awesome.
that's one of the reasons. So, yeah, the game is on, right? Can you tell something
Yes.
about the game?
Yeah.
Can I tell something about the game? Sure, I can. It's a. I had something to do with it a little bit. It's our first game. We are a small team of 2 people. My cousin and I. We finished our university degrees early last year, and decided to. Or we saw that the big sea is coming. Nobody can go outside. The world is burning, and we knew that there might be a chance that we can't go to work that fast. So we decided, okay, I can program. My cousin studied game design. Let's do a game, right?
Yeah.
We always wanted to do that. That's our chance to do that. And so we started in April last year developing the Malmyr. We first planned to be done in September. That didn't work out fully because we had other stuff going on in between. But after, that's my brother. Hey, I'm in television. So we finished our game in December, released it. The game itself is a strategy building game, but with a very big amount of puzzling going on. It's something people, if you see the game, the first thing you see is that there are difficulty settings.
Yeah, if you saw me playing the previous game, that's why I'm checking this right now.
It's not that hard to do. But if you give me a moment, I can tell you something about that. It's very interesting. The game itself is very hard to play. It is. So we at some point saw a lot of people not being able to finish the game past, I think, mission 7 or 8, because it's very hard. It's a complex game. So we decided we didn't know where to fixate the difficulty of the levels because they are all so different. One level, the rules are very, very diverging between each of the levels. So we said, why not give the player the chance to set their own difficulty? If you go into the menu, the difficulty settings, you can see that we basically exposed some parameters to the outside, like a selling factor. If you are totally crazy and I would never play that way, and I have never played that way, you could say that you only get a 1/10 of the money. I'm not sure if it is beatable that way, but it might. Who knows? But the default settings can get very hard early on, so some people might want to put it up, but I think we can do it. We can do it. I believe in you.
Skills.
Yes,
no
yes.
cheat mode
Awesome.
yet.
You don't need skills and, so to speak, you need brain.
So we start with the campaigns, right? I was trying beforehand a little bit
Yes.
of campaign and single mission.
Mm-hmm.
And what I learned is that there's a tutorial kindness when you start the campaign.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It starts really slowly. Not really
Very
slowly, but I mean, it tells what to do. And it seems to be much nicer. Yeah.
That's some very big point. We worked on that a long time because people had problems. One thing we are doing, we are actually doing something different. Our game does things different, and as soon as you have things that are a little bit different, people begin to have assumptions. It looks a bit like Anno, so it has to play like Anno, right?
Yeah.
But it does not. So it's very hard to fight against that. It's basically, there's this, for Magic the Gathering, the lead developer, Mark Rosewater, Morrow. He has a saying that you should not fight human nature. Never.
Yeah.
That might be something we did a little bit. We might also have underestimated how hard it is to get people to actually rethink what they think to know. But as you see, we've got a wiki in there. We are taking it very slowly. The basic elements of the game are introduced over 3 levels, basically. The first 3 levels are tutorial-esque.
So yeah, I like the dialogue. Like I was going through this dialogue when I was testing this game, and yeah, there's that kind of humor as well. In the first game.
Like in the first game, yes. It is not meant to be very dramatic or it's lighthearted. It really is.
Yeah. The names are funny and
look at that name, right?
Yeah, like I know some Roman numbers, but
2112. Do you know it? What it means?
2112.
Oh, how did you know that?
I don't know. I just like my intuition was telling me again something.
You are ready for Malmyr. I can go. I don't have to tell anything. Yeah, but it is very lighthearted, and it is meant. There is a story, and it was important for us that every mission, every one of the 12 missions, has a story background. Every building that is introduced to the game, every new building, is tied to that story. There's a reason for the buildings because we feel it's important to be around game. But it is not. It won't win a literary Nobel Prize, right? But you can see who
does the job.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. It does the job. Like
it does the job, and it is like you said, it does the job. But you can see who is good. You can fairly early estimate who's not that nice and good in the game of the characters.
Voito, that's actually a Finnish name we have here.
We might have borrowed a lot of words from the Finnish language and butchered it. Yeah, it's the game. I don't know if you do already know that, but the game is about dwarves. There were dwarves once. They are no longer there, and that's part of the story. And a lot of the words, what other authors also do is take from the Nordic languages there, from Norwegian, Finnish, Swedish sometimes.
Okay.
So a lot of word, or at least parts of words, we took and thought, that's a nice sounding word. And maybe someone from Finland sees, that means iron. I know that part.
Yeah, it's always fun to. We're a small country, so you know when there's something about your country somewhere, we get excited. Exactly. More excited than we should, sometimes at least. So yes, start exploring, explore new land.
I have to ask, by the way, is 2112, is that a reference to the Rush album? Or
no, that's by incidence, but that's also a coincidence. Another one, the name of Reinhardt. We decided on that name in I think March, April, really early in the first development steps, and by pure chance we released the game on December 21st, 2112. And that was really an accident. I saw that after setting the dates in Steam. Oh, okay, cool. That was a nice one.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's also not Rush. But it's...
No, it's not actually. No.
Okay. Chopping down some trees, but at first we should build some huts for woodcutters. So I need to make huts and... Oh, okay, yeah. So I can have a... Yeah, here. And some more.
So one thing you can see here is most players get it really quick, but other players have problems with that. We inverted the building controls, so to speak. In a lot of games, you have a building menu, you select your building, you select where you want to place that building. And we inverted it since we have discrete tiles there. And we wanted to have not that much clutter on the screen at the same time. We decided, okay, maybe you have to, let's see if he gets it.
Versus space, yeah.
No,
I'm
it's
slowly
not
getting
space.
there.
It's pausing the game with space.
Yeah. It's somewhere here, or no?
One thing a lot of people have problems with is
clicker. Yes.
clicking or just reading the manual. That's something.
Oh,
I have to
something
say,
that people like me are not doing.
Yeah, the manual isn't that like the developer's opinion. Just
Don't tell me how to play this game.
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
But then I go and die. Yeah. Control rows by clicking white dots. Oh.
Yeah, now we go to the words. But that's something. That is what I said. We do things a bit different, and so it's hard to get the players to understand that actually what we are doing different. I'm pretty sure it's not that strange of controls we are. It's not that hard to play, but it needs that certain moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have never played like you were saying Anno or
Anno, or we took a big chunk from the Settlers.
Yeah.
I have played Settlers actually.
Yeah, I played that as well.
And can you give me more hints, by the way?
I can do so. I was waiting for a good moment. So that's our Easter egg mode. At some point, very late at night, I thought, first person view, that would be cool. so a couple of our that's Maximus. He's the real ruler of Malmyr, but and at some hours later we had a first person mode. You can control it with WSD, and you can jump with space.
Whoa!
You can fall down without space.
I didn't die. That's good.
No, you don't.
Oh, so I can go like.
No, you have to go there. You're spawning.
Oh yeah.
Jump. Yes, nice.
I'm sorry about how I play this game.
No worries. You go for it.
This is something that I personally have never seen in a building game. It's like that you can turn it into FPS mode. That's something new.
I've took that from Anno again. Anno,
all right.
18.0, whatever the current title is, has it. And the first game I knew is, do you know Theme Park? On the Super Nintendo?
I played it a lot when I was.
They had a first person mode.
Yeah, I remember you could do the rides. You can jump in to that roller coaster.
Are you talking a newer version of Theme Park or the old version? I mean, I don't remember that kind of first person mode.
It wasn't Super Nintendo. I only had it on Super Nintendo, so it had to be that one. So I'll give you a tip. If you go to a road, typically by transporting resources from A to B, you use roads. These roads need to be connected.
Yes.
Maybe you want to connect it to the big building that says, this one. Yes, right.
Yes.
So, and normally things go into the direction arrows point. All arrows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
So
Close?
there's a lot of. So this is how it works.
Yeah, so and now you have no money left. You can click on the towns on the center.
Yeah.
The Royal Trading Post. Just click it a bunch.
Yeah. Of course. Now I can see. Yeah, it bounces. 726.
Are you mining right now or something like that?
The lumberjacks or some.
The lumberjacks are cutting wood. Yeah. They are producing the wood. And every building, you can see that. I'm now taking the role of the wiki. I think that's the easiest way to do this.
Yeah.
It is the easiest way. If you click on a building like the woodcutter, yeah, you can see at the top. You can see it costs 3 upkeep. It has a capacity of 512. At the top of the window, at the bottom right. Yes, right. It costs 1 worker. And to the right of that, you can see how long the current transport is ongoing.
Okay.
That's the little clock there.
That's
So
cool. So I made a kind of mistake when I put these next to each other.
No, you just could build a road.
Okay. Like this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yes. First thing I did right, I believe.
The first thing you did right was starting the game.
Transport raw foods, vegetables. Okay. Ooh, yes, perfect.
Right.
Yeah, we need more roads for this, for example. Okay, see, I'm not that
Again,
stupid.
post.
The game is paused, thank you. Oh, well done. Now we have enough money to build a town, yeah? That's right, and I need you here at my side, Voitto.
So I have to ask, what was the idea of building those squares? These the field we're playing. What's
The initial idea came from an incremental game. It's called Territory Idle. That was the initial spark of the idea. They have the graphics are very simple of that incremental game. They have squares and you build buildings on that. But the game, and then they produce, for example, wood. But the Territory Idle game, it didn't make use of the space of the room. There were no roads and stuff like that. That's something the idea became later. But this discrete idea of discrete fields just stuck, and we liked the aesthetic of it.
Yeah.
The floating up. If you look closely, the world is totally upside down. You've got the sky and the ground, then you have the clouds, then you have the world. It's totally okay.
Didn't realize that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You don't, because it fits. It fits together.
Yeah, I thought it was like water, but now when you say it, it's like stars over there.
Yeah. Build food market. Okay.
So there's like one thing happening there per square as well. You cannot probably build more than one house or like one sawmill or something per square. So you have
No. You only build one building.
Yeah.
It's a discrete thing.
Yeah. Then,
one thing that is very different to other games is you have to actually transport your resources to the buildings. Something like a farm, for example. If you look at the bottom right, you can see you need to deliver something to it to build it.
Ah, okay.
Like 75 wood.
Okay. Ah, sorry. Wonderful. Ah, this is a clever thing to do. Oh. Okay.
So here you go. Right?
You have been teaching me a lot. This is awesome.
But that is also something we are doing different. In most of the games, in these buildings games you don't have to transport the raw resources by yourself, basically. You don't have to plug the roads, and that's the idea of this game, to do that.
Yeah,
but if
I like the idea.
Thank you.
it actually is, it's...
Oh, yeah, it seems that I'm struggling, that's true, but I still like the mechanics of this game. Doesn't mean that I don't like when video games are easy. Let's say it like that. Yeah.
We also wanted to have it with a certain complexity to it. The game itself, it's not that complex. It's a handful of rules. The rule set is very slim. But this initial step to understand, okay, I have buildings that produce resources. I have buildings that receive these resources. And like Syncope just wrote, Anno, for example, does it. It has this transport system, you're connecting roads, but in Anno it's abstracted away from the player. There are market cards, and they are going from A to B, but they are going on their own. And this little bit more is what feels complex to a lot of players.
Yeah, and it also makes it seem a little bit more real in some kind of way.
Yes, but that's not something people understand at the first glance, right? Some people say, I had players in testing. We did a lot of testing, and at one player that I said, yeah, you have to connect the woodcutter, or he was thinking like 20 minutes. He was thinking about how to do that. He didn't get it. He really did not. And at one point, he thought to himself, maybe I have to build a road from the woodcutter to the building. Nah, that would be nonsense. It would?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just
makes sense, right?
yeah. It's
But that's the way it is. That's the expectation thing I said earlier. Yeah. People have certain expectations to the game, and we are doing something innovative there, and we have a very hard stance with that.
Yeah, that's actually good. You know, I haven't been thinking about it, but when, for example, played like lots of Transport Tycoon when I was younger, and you know, you put like a sawmill, and you know, it's like appears in the middle of the woods, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, easily. We have gotten used to that things just come
yeah, exactly.
out of nowhere.
Yeah. So to explain the town building a bit more here, if you go to the market, could you click on the market real quick? Now that's the small trading post.
Trading post, yeah.
That's
food
yes.
market, yeah.
It has a radius, as you can see. And
yeah, I was thinking I made a mistake when I put it in the corner. It should be.
It is okay there. It's just good.
Oh, okay.
You can buy new tiles. The map is very big.
I can make it.
You can make it, right? Yes.
Yeah.
But the one house you built there, the bottom left corner, it's not in the radius. It will not get food.
Oh, that's right. They will die. They will starve. So
but you can sell it for the full value.
That's nice.
That's something we changed. In the beginning, you didn't get money, and we destroyed the resources underneath it.
That's hard.
Now the resources stay, and you get the money.
Okay, and more houses.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get this right this time. Yeah.
We haven't seen anything of it so far, but I thought I'd take it up here at some point. There was in the trailer, and you were talking about the runes that will appear, sort of.
Runes, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of those. Are they?
They are coming with mission 3. Yes,
All
in
right.
mission 3, as one of the last mechanics introduced to the game, you can find random runes. There are totally 12 runes there, and these runes can be put into ruins, old buildings you have to excavate. That's something you will also do in this mission if we get there today. We will see.
Let's hope.
No worries.
This is on the way. Oh yeah, I messed up the logistic totally. It seems.
You could always just buy a forest next to a house and click it. Click the forest.
Yeah. Oh
next
yeah.
Forest, just click it. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pro tactics. So the runes are resources global. Yes, the runes are. There are 12 runes, and they have magic effects. And it's a bit like, do you know Diablo 2?
Yeah.
Yes. In Diablo 2, you had these runes, and you could socket them into armor. Welcome back.
Sorry, battery died. I had a spare one.
And you can put them into armor, for example, and then they have certain effects. like it gives additional armor. And that's a very similar concept. You have this hidden old buildings you find, and if you excavate them, there are 3 sockets. You can take a rune and put it into that socket, and for example, double the output of all woodcutters with that. Or you can what's something we have? You can increase the production of all mines. That means all input, but also all output is doubled.
All right.
And effects like that, and there are 12 different ones. And as a little extra, that's also explained in the wiki, there are 2 special rune words. If you combine 3 runes, special runes, you have to find out which ones, and the hints are in the game. You have a special effect that's very potent, very mighty. One rune, for example, makes the ruin where you put it there's a ruin. Yes. Makes the ruin of Galvin, for example, into a food provider that gives food around it for free.
Okay.
And effects like that.
Yeah, I was just sort of fascinated by that you incorporated so much detail already, and then you have this other aspect as well that is sort of even more to it with these runes. And so did you research those runes? How they, they are said to be having magical effects, in folklore and mythology as well. So
the runes are all from the older Futhark.
Yeah.
Except three runes we incorporated ourselves for the Sil, Gul, and Mithril rune. These 3 are for silver, gold, and Mithril. And they are also the logo of the game, and that's something for the game specific. But the runes all, we tried to, of course, I read up on the runes and thought about, okay, what would make sense for that rune? I'd like to have an effect that is for that gives more capacity to the buildings. So I went with the Ur rune because the Ur rune is, for example, the ox. That's a strong, capable animal, stuff like that. And I tried to fit it a little bit because I think it's important that the theme fits in that position.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's also because you said this whole new system. Something that's very important to know for players is that these first 3 missions show you how the game is played, and from that point on, every mission has new rules. So basically, you learn how to control the game. That's it. Then a lava wave comes, and you have to build faster than that wave. Then you cannot plant forests. There are no forests. Congratulations. You did it. My current record is 1 minute 30 seconds.
Kind of close.
just to say that without having. And in later missions, you have, for example, you can't get any of the basic resources. So you have alchemists who have to convert the resources. You have to deliver the resource to an alchemist to convert it to another resource and build chains with that. And that's something I think is very interesting for the game, because a lot of these tycoon games are essentially always the same. If you got it, the building games, if you got the base idea, if you found out, okay, that's how you play it, then there is not much new to learn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then
I think that's something
bigger and bigger cities, and that's it.
That's it. And that's something we did not. We didn't want bigger and bigger. There is bigger cities. Of course, we want at one point that you build a real big metropolis, of course. But it's not the core. At some missions, you don't even have to build people, because we said, you just start with 300 workers because you're close enough to the last settlement you had.
So
yeah,
now I need to find a forest. Yes.
Nice.
See, I'm learning.
All right. So
I'm very happy that you like it.
Yeah,
Sorry?
no, this is really cool actually, and it was good that we could actually see the first level finished here because we are a little bit actually over, or it's
Yeah.
it's the last game, so that's not any stress.
Yeah, so
but,
we don't have to hurry. We can, especially with like games like these, which take some time. It's always fun to.
That's
A little
something.
bit
That's
of
also
extra
something we
time.
learned too. Yeah, we tried to get. I tried to get a lot of streamers to play the game and had a lot of contact with streamers, but it's not stream friendly. It's not the type of game for that.
Yeah,
It's very slow and
this is one of those games like, let's say it's 9 o'clock in the evening and you want to play just like maybe 30 minutes or so,
no.
and then next time you look at the time, it's like 3 in the morning or something like that. You know,
What?
that's how I feel.
Something like that never happened to me. No,
yeah.
it's strange.
But do you have anything you want to tell us still about this game? Do you have anything like tell us about where we can find this
What's
game?
the next
where,
plan, for example?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
yeah.
start where to find the game and where to find you.
Let's
You want
do the tour. You can find us on the game. You can find on Twitter. On Twitter. Now on Twitter you find us. On stream you find the game. It's called Malmyr, as you have already seen. On Twitter we recently rebranded, and with recently I mean like 2 days ago, because we are working on the next chapter for our company, on the next game, and we didn't want to open up another social media account for that because we frankly don't have the resource to manage that.
We realized that we were sharing that we're gonna have you tonight, and suddenly one of our employees were saying like, "Hey, you were linking the studio on Twitter, but it doesn't exist anymore. The Twitter account."
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry, I pulled that underneath you.
Yeah, but we found you. In the end, we
Yeah.
found you.
I retweeted it a couple of times to make sure you see it.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to take the chance if you have some to get some people to see that we changed it, and if there's some traffic with you streaming, people can see it. Okay, they just changed the handle at that point, because I didn't want to rebuild these. It's not a lot of followers, but it's hard-earned followers. So
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to take them with me, and that's why we rebranded it. You can find it now on Ziegler gamedev. Is the handle. Wait, I prepared something. Look at this.
All right.
That's black magic.
Oh yeah, here we go.
So you can find us on Ziegler gamedev on Twitter and Instagram, and our page ziegler-gamedev.de. But there's not much on.
Yeah, we had a huge, really huge question.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's like.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go from the top to the
exactly.
bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Cats rule the world. Yes, you are right. I obviously can't answer the term number 2. You have to buy the game for that and play it through. Then you would be, I think, one of 4% of the players if you actually finish the game. It's hard to do, but then you will know whose butt will be kicked. There is already a free build mode. You can get it in the main menu. There are option single missions, and there's a free play mode and a sandbox mode. The free play mode is a continuous mission without story, where you can just unlock the different buildings step by step. You can see that here, right? Where you can unlock it step for step. And the sandbox mode, if you finish the free play mode or the campaign, you will get to play the sandbox mode, where you get a lot of money, everything is unlocked. The third option you see here is the Chinese New Year event map, we did with very nice with nice lamping. You could actually go into it for a moment.
Yeah.
And you can see what we did there. I really like it. It was a lot of work. So now if you go into the first person view, you can see it.
Oh yeah, L. There's the
We
familiar
put
cat.
decorations up everywhere. Decorations.
Oh yeah.
That's actually I did a lot of research on this one. This is actually accurate door decoration Chinese. I also checked it. I have a contact in Taiwan. I was in Taiwan last year, the year before, and I checked with her if it's good. It looks like Chinese New Year, she said. So we did a good job there.
That's good.
Yeah. And as you could see, that's something that I was talking about. Every mission we do, almost every mission, has own rules. If you go into the normal view with escape, you can see that the map, that's the map. That's the rule of this mission. You don't get to extend it. That's the map, and you have to finish the steps on the left.
That's cool.
That's something
You
we
always
did
have to stay sharp.
in this case, yes. And that's something we did. And here you can also see all runes. That's a good thing. On the top right, there are the runes, the 12 we have.
Yeah, you still have like 3 of every one of those.
Yes, for this mission. That's the special thing. Oh, I totally forgot to tell something. You have 2 effects with the rune. The first one is the put it into a ruin, and it's a permanent effect. The second one is terraforming. You can take a rune and drop it on a tile, and it terraforms the tile. For example, if you take a silver rune and put it on a tile, it becomes a silver hill where you can mine silver.
So just like this, but I'm
You have just to take it and
drag
drop
and
it.
drop. Oh yeah.
Bam.
Oh nice.
All right.
This gives a lot of options to play.
It does.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, did we have another question from Salik?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's put it back on screen because
Here you go.
that's
So,
huge.
Is there a tile limit? Yes, there is. It depends on the map. Some maps, like you see here, are very small. Some are more channel-esque, so to speak. They are narrow but long. Normally, the maps are 32 square tiles. That's plenty of room you can build on. Big reason for that is performance is a problem. This is still Unity, and it takes a lot of power to display all this and also calculate all this. Where you have a lot of buildings and a lot of stuff jumping around, it takes a lot of power out of the game. So we had to limit it at some point. Will there be a cosmetic improvement?
Like really specific.
Not exactly this, but there is in every mission. From mission 2 is the standard mission, but from mission 3 to mission 12, there's always a new environment. The background is a different one. There are different clouds in the sky. The lighting is different. There are different environment noises and sounds in the background. So that's something we wanted to do to make not only the feel but also the look different of each map. So I hope I could answer your questions there.
Yeah.
I believe
was a
that was a
good
good
batch.
answer.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. So, do you have any last famous words before we?
A big thank you. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it being here, and I hope you
was
continue
fun.
doing this.
Yeah, we will definitely. It's been really cool to have these and small chats over here and
Yeah.
getting a bit like different insights into these games than you would only by playing them yourself.
Yeah,
of
actually, I
course.
have learned a lot today, especially. So it's fun to have these streams. And talking about streams, next week we're going to have a slightly later time because we are going to have a developer from New Zealand. And due to the time differences, we're gonna have like when were we supposed to start, Matthias?
At least 1 hour later than usually. Let's see.
Yeah, it was. I believe it was 2 hours 30 minutes later than normally. So
Yeah, that could actually be it.
it's gonna be interesting evening as well because it's fun to. We try to have all the developers around the world to join this, and
That's super
sadly
cool.
we are not living at the same time zone. So sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah. It's easier for Germany and Finland, obviously.
Yeah.
I think we are at the same time zone, right? Or
No,
are you
the
at
time is
-1?
almost 8 o'clock. So
Oh, so you're +1. Okay.
yeah, +1 from you.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
from-
Where
yeah.
are you?
So we are
It could
we
be,
are
yes.
GMT +2 over here.
Mm.
Eastern European time.
East Europe. Yeah, it's we are Central Europe time, I think.
Yeah.
That's here. Okay. So
All right. Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
it was very, very
pleasure.
nice.
And
And I will
Oh.
I want to have a message if you are when you are done with the game.
Mhm.
yeah, of course.
I want to see if you can make it. Not a lot of people can. Are you good enough?
Accept the challenge.
I want to take the challenge. So I will come back after, I don't know, 5 years. Write you. I did it finally. Yeah,
But in
I
all
will.
seriousness, just send me a message if you have a question.
Yeah, I will.
The infos are there, but for some people, it's better to just ask a question to another person. Just do so.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I will definitely want to see where this goes. And by the way, about talking about where things are going, I don't believe we were asking what's the plan right now overall with development, and can you tell anything?
Yeah, I can.
You were switching the Twitter account.
Yeah, I think the question came up, and I wanted to talk about that. The questions, plural. Okay, for Malmyr, we just released 2 UX patches to improve to incorporate the feedback we got, and we will add a localization patch. As we will do an experiment there. It will only German and English will be hand translated, and we will put in other languages machine learning translated.
Oh.
Not Google Translate. We will use DeepL most likely, but we will write there when you select the language. It will say this is machine learning translated, because we think we want other players to be able to play it, but we can't afford to just translate it because it's like for 5 languages, it's like 16,000 euros.
Yeah.
It's very expensive to do so. So we want to do it that way. And maybe later, this depends on our time. If we have the time, we want to open the game up and basically give it to the players and give them workshop support, because the modding basic blocks are there. You can do most of the things you can already mod in the game. If you go into the games folders, there are XML files, but we want to open it up to make it easier. For our company, we will make another game. We are not yet sure what game. We will now do about 10 to maybe 15 prototypes of games. And we want to also make them more or less public so that people can say if they like it or if they don't like it, and maybe have ideas on that. And after the prototypes and the feedback, we will decide what we will go for.
That's cool.
All right.
And of course,
I
I
think.
hope you remember to send the next game to GDWC as well.
Of course I will.
We're happy to check it out whenever it comes.
I will.
Thank you for coming, and I believe this
Thank
is
you for having me.
tonight's stream.
Perfect.
And we will see you next week, like I was saying, again, the same day.
Yeah.
Slightly different time.
Yeah, and I also want to wish all the developers that were here today best of luck in the GDWC 2020 competition that we actually now have decided a date for the awards, and that's gonna be the 30th of April this year. And also wanted to again to thank our main sponsors that are down there. And everyone, remember to subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much for watching today. It was really interesting. And take care, and we'll see you in a week.
Yes, thank you. See you.